Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we have seen how to determine the mathematical model of the electrical system, and we have solved a couple of examples. Today, we will solve few more examples or couple of examples, and specifically, we will take the useful systems. Useful system means these are the systems useful in control system. One is called as lead compensator, and the other one is lag compensator. Though we will not discuss here the details about the operation of lead and lag compensator and their utility, but just we will obtain their mathematical model in this lecture. So let us start with the circuit. The first one is determine transfer function of what? Of there is a circuit. Which circuit? Let us consider that a circuit of lead compensator. So again, the input is V in and output is across this R2, and that is V output, and we have to find out the transfer function of this circuit, and that is V output of S by V input of S. We can find out the equations for this system by mesh analysis as well as nodal analysis. But in nodal analysis, what happens? There will be two loops. Mesh analysis, there will be two loops, and the treatment becomes complicated. So let us apply KCL here, and purposely I have taken this example. So here the voltage is V output, and now what I can say, this is one current, this is another current, and summation of these two currents is moving here. So at this node, let me call this as A. So applying KCL at node A, we get. So it is a trick that one should understand where to apply mesh analysis and where to apply nodal analysis. So by practice, anyone can do it very easily, but it requires practice to solve number of examples. Just for a sake of understanding, we are solving 3 to 4 examples. At node, what do we get? So this current, what is this current through R1? V in minus VO by R1. So let me first do one thing. Let me denote this as I1, let this be I2, and let this be IT, and I will write here I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. And what is I1? I1 is the current flowing through this R1. So current flowing through this resistance will be what? Voltage across this divided by the resistance, and hence it is V in minus VO by R1. I repeat, as V in, VO, I1, I2, I3 are function of time, all are function of time. I am not mentioning here specifically V in of t, VO of t, but these are not the constants. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all are variable of time, they are changing with time. So plus current through I2 means current through capacitor is C dV by dt. So this will be C d by dt of voltage across it is V in minus VO, and that is equal to current I3. I3 is what? Current through R2, so it is VO by R2. And now let us apply Laplace transform. Applying Laplace transform, what do we get? This will be V in of S minus V output of S by R1 plus CS V in of S minus V output of S equal to V output of S by R2. Now collect the terms of input and output. So that gives me V in of S into 1 by R1 plus CS, and that is equal to V output of S in the bracket 1 by R1 plus 1 by CS, sorry, not 1 by CS, it is CS plus 1 by R2. And let us simplify this. So it is nothing but V in of S in the bracket 1 plus R1 CS divided by R1 equal to V output of S in the bracket R2 plus R1 R2 CS plus R1 divided by R1 R2, and hence V output of S by V input of S will be what? This R1 gets cancelled, and it will be R2 into 1 plus R1 CS divided by R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2 CS. Very simple. Done. This is the transfer function. Yes. For understanding the working of lead compensator, we need to rearrange this in the form of its gain and time constant. But so far we have not introduced the concept of time constant and the other terminologies. So we will not enter into that. Here our purpose is only to determine the transfer function of the given network. But just in addition to this, I am telling you that this is the circuit for lead compensator, which is very useful in the control system. Let us take one more example, and that is a black compensator. Determine transfer function of the circuit is and let the current flowing through this is I. So how to proceed? Same way. This is also very simple circuit. Now here there is a single loop, so let us apply KVL. Applying KVL, we get, what do we get? V in is equal to R1 into I plus R2 into I plus 1 by C integration I dt. And let us write down the equation for V output. So let this be 1, and V out is R2 into I plus 1 by C into I dt. Let this be 2. And now let us apply Laplace transform to 1 and 2. Applying Laplace transform to 1 and 2, we get, what do we get? So here V in of S is equal to R1 I of S plus R2 I of S plus 1 by CS I of S, and that is nothing but R1 plus R2 plus 1 by CS into I of S, which can be further simplified as R1 plus R2 into Cs plus 1 by Cs into I of S. And what is it for V output of S? It is R2 I of S plus 1 by Cs I of S. So it will be R2 Cs plus 1 by Cs into I of S. And then just taking the ratio. So V output of S by V input of S will be equal to, this IS will be cancelled, this CS will also be cancelled, so it will be 1 plus R2 CS upon 1 plus R1 plus R2 into bracket CS. Very simple. This is done. And now likewise what I propose to all the viewers, that you work on numerous circuits involving R, L and C. You can go by increasing number of nodes, number of loops, and analyze the circuit. This is very useful in the latter stage of control system. Here just we are finding out the mathematical model, and we will find its utility in the due course. Now similar to electrical system, there are mechanical system, thermal system, hydraulic system, pneumatic system, some other systems as well, electromechanical systems, electro-pneumatic, electro-hydraulic combinations is also possible. In this course, we are going to learn the mathematical model of electrical and mechanical systems, and few electromechanical systems like DC motors. That also we will cover. So in the next lecture, we will see the mathematical modeling of mechanical system. It is enough in this class. Thank you.